Good. We got it. All right. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is the Pinnacle Live Business Presentation. We believe here that your future is a choice. Our responsibility is to point you to your future. Our job is to show you the image, to give you an imagination of what the future looks like. And that's why we converge. We gather every evening so that we can dissect this business opportunity. Like I started telling us, I listened to a statement that shook me, as in the statement shook me to my bones. And every time I reflect on the statement, let me tell you the truth. You see, let me tell you what the statement is first of all, and then we'll take it from there. I was talking to a friend and he made a statement one time and he said, look, do you know that the world is cruel and wicked to poor old people? I'm going to break that statement down in a layman's term. What he's trying to say is that when you are old and you are poor, you have no place. The world is wicked and cruel. That means basically, if you spend all your productive years, if you spend all your productive time and not building for the future, you get there one time and then you realize how wicked and cruel the world is. And when he made that statement, I got thinking about it. And I think almost every time I reflect on it, what that means by interpretation is that, look, for those of us that are here tonight and those that may even be coming, everybody is looking for opportunities that can butter their bread. Everybody. That's why you see people hustling out there. That's why you see a lot of people putting in the work. And let me tell you the gospel truth. You see, there are so many ways to kill a bird, to kill a rat, but there are more effective and smarter ways to kill a rat. And that's why businesses like the Pinnacle Life are designed or is carefully designed to help you with a smarter way for you to arrive at your health and your financial destination. What I'm trying to say basically is this. You see, this model, this business model that I'm going to show you tonight, which some of you are already aware of, the Pinnacle Life business model, the industry that we operate in is the industry that has raised the highest number of millionaires in the world. You can quote me anywhere. I'm talking about a situation where somebody who doesn't even have an opportunity to stand where elites are speaking. But let me tell you, they look at a business like this because of the model, because of the systems, because of the structure. They put in the work, and within a short period of time, they arrive at a destination called financial freedom. And that destination is what seemingly everybody is looking for every day we wake up. And that's why we tell people that your future or your financial security is just a decision away. And so if you're here tonight, maybe somebody invited you to this Zoom call, or maybe you're even part of this project, but you're just here because you're here for being here sick. Somebody asked you to sign up, somebody asked you to join the business, and you respect the individual. You don't want to appoint them, so you have joined the project. And then basically you're here to see how things are going to unfold, to see how things are going to turn out. Ladies and gentlemen, that shouldn't be the mentality that we must have. And that's why it is our collective responsibility to make sure that every Sunday, people get to hear this gospel. People get to hear this good news. People get to see this project. Because beyond the fact that this project has potentials, it is still new. And because it's new, positioning is very strategic. Positioning is very key. The future would always belong to the people who see it and get there first before others. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Ambassador John, and I'm glad to be your speaker tonight. In the next 20, 30 minutes that we have, I trust that we'll do justice to this project, and beyond the physical eyes, you'll be able to see with the eyes of your heart and come to that position where you're not just going to be running with this business, but you start flying from this very moment going forward. Permit me quickly to introduce to you the company known as Pinnacle Life. Now, this is a company all the way from China. I'll just give a little background about the company. And this is a company that is into quality and high quality traditional Chinese medicine, popularly known as TCM. Now, TCM has been known to be a proven method or a model that has saved millions of lives over the years, combining technology and traditional approaches to ensure that the best quality products are made available for human consumption. And so that's what Pinnacle Life is into essentially. And we're here as a company to empower lives, both financially and health wise. This project just started about a month ago here in Nigeria. The vision is big. the picture that we see is also relatively big. The founder and the visionary leader is no other person than Dr. Huang Wei, who is an astute businessman and a billionaire who has vast years of experience when it comes to building sustainable businesses. One of those days, we had a meeting with this man, and he made a statement that was so profound. And what did he say? He was talking about expansion, and he was talking about R&D, research and development, when it comes to this business, that the company puts in a lot of research and development to ensure that the best quality of products are made available for our consumption. Of course, the strategic finance director or leader, Madam Lucy, is also a part of the management team. And we have with us the other executive team as well, men and women that have vast years of experience spanning over 10 to 15 years across different fields, both when it comes to administration and management and smooth operations. You can see them there, ladies and gentlemen. And let me talk about our mission very quickly. Your mission is basically how you do things. What is the method? What is the approach that you are adopting to ensure that you achieve or you arrive at a particular destination? Our mission here is raising people to the top. And that's why for us, whenever you hear the name Pinnacle Life, it's all about people. Everything we represent, everything we stand for encompasses around people. Do you know that if you go out there right now and do a statistics, gather 50 people at random, 50 at random, and ask them to make a prayer point, I can categorically beat my chest and tell you that at least 40 of those 50 people, if they're going to write down their prayer points, the first two or the first three of those prayer lists or requirements will either be their health or their wealth. It's either money or health. It's either money or health. It's either money or health. And let me tell you the thing about health is that most of the issues, precarious issues that people get to face at advanced stages could have been either prevented or mitigated if they had paid adequate attention to their health. Now, if you've been around for a while, maybe you've had friends or maybe you've had that experience. How many of you have noticed that there's a particular edition or version of Honda cars, I think from 2004 below, always have problems with the wheel? Honda cars, you're traveling on the way, you see a Honda, the tire has come off, it has bent to one side. I mean, we see it almost every now and then. Let me tell you what happens. I was talking to a mechanic one time and also to a friend, and he made a statement. He said, look, anybody that you see that their Honda car, that the tire got broken on the way like that, it didn't just happen. A lot of times, they had been receiving signs or signals which they have ignored. So the thing has escalated to the point that it couldn't just handle itself anymore, and then it just gives up, it packs up. That's why you see the car damaged on the way. You see the tire just come off like that. I think the version is from 2400 does that. And that's how it is with the human health. A lot of people get to that point where it has now become a critical situation before they begin to jump from pillar to post to see what are the measures, what are the solutions. But guess what? When you talk about health, so many people don't even pay attention to their health. We're going to come to that very shortly. What I'm saying basically is that if you do a random statistics, at least 40 out of 50 people, their first three prayer points will be money or their health. That's why for us, our mission statement is what? Raising people to the top. And what is our vision statement? This is the picture that we see. Our vision is to create a global community where ordinary people can achieve extraordinary results. And every day we wake up, we run with this vision. Every time you look at our products, every time you join a session like this, what we are basically doing is that we are harmonizing our thought. We are crystallizing everything this business encompasses so that people can succeed, because it's about people. There are so many people out there waiting, praying, hoping that an opportunity will come their way. And if you and I don't show them this business, they might never be able to come out of that quagmire that they found themselves in. And that's why this vision is very powerful, because it's the picture we see. And this is what drives us every single day. Whether you're watching a video, you're attending a Zoom session like this, you're having a phone call with somebody, or you're giving a flyer, whichever approach that you're taking, the goal is that we want to see lives transformed through this business project. And ladies and gentlemen, with that being said, I'm going to introduce you very quickly to the vast value chain of our business. And the value chain basically is where we talk about our products. And like I always tell people, I was talking to a woman one time and she said, no, Mr. John, look me, I'm not interested in all these businesses, all these things that you people bring. That's how I invested money in one project. I lost the money. I wanted to log in and I could not access the site anymore. And that's how my money went. I was like, oh, I'm so sorry about your loss. But I said, madam, stop comparing us to other businesses. She said, what do you mean? And I started explaining to her. You see, of course, there are so many opportunities out there that you might not be able to see physical products and people are making money from them. But let me tell you the risk. Of course, like I think Queen Diva was saying, the greater the risk, the greater the rewards. But for us, that may not exactly be the case. And I'm going to tell you why. Because there's a certain level of control that is still within your confines. If you're doing a business like Pinnacle Life, you sign up, you see the product, you can use the product, you can sell the product. The return happens instantly. The moment you pay money to this company's account, you're getting product that is commensurate with the value, the money you paid for. This means you have gotten instant value, instant return for your money. You can either use the product, you can sell the product, you can gift the product out. What this means by interpretation is that through a one-time lifetime registration, you are entitled to make money for the rest of your life, as long as certain parameters are met within the confines of this business, which we're going to look at very shortly. And when I explained this to her, she now saw everything I was saying. She now understood that our business is a business that is product driven. And because it is products driven, it has the ability to help you control to a large extent how you earn, how you operate. You are your CEO. You determine the activities or the processes or the operations of how your business succeeds. So with that being said, let's look at the value chain very quickly. I'm going to introduce you to the products that we have available and tell you one or two things about them, their functions, and what they can do. If you're ready for us to hit the first segment of this presentation, I'd like for you very quickly, if you're following me, to go to the comment section and type in 222 in the chat box, just to be sure that we are still connected and we are following each other. Just put in 222 in the chat box very quickly, and then we'll hit the road running. Good. Thank you, Madam Lucy Udo. I think that's enough for me. So let's move on now quickly. Now, so permit me as I introduce to you the first product on our list, also known as one of our flagship products. This is the Prime Vitality. Now, the Prime Vitality is a very, very important product. And I just want to explain this in simple terms, in a way that you would understand what this product does. Now, a lot of us have seen cases where people who are struggling with chronic diseases, chronic issues, maybe cancer or HIV or tuberculosis. You've seen cases like that. One of the things that happens to people in such cases is that their immunity or their defense system is bastardized. It doesn't matter how much they eat. It doesn't matter how much product or drugs they consume. You see them battling to survive. You see their immunity so low that they emaciate, they keep demarcating, they keep reducing weight, they keep losing weight. Now, what that happens is that the defense mechanism of their system has almost given up. Now, what the Prime Vitality does, this is a product that functions with the extreme. Just give me a moment. I can see some unscrupulous activities going on here. Let me deactivate this. Good. Somebody's writing on my screen. Okay, sorted out. So let's move on quickly. Now, so what the Prime Vitality does, this is like the stem cell product of the company. So it helps to rejuvenate the cells. It helps to revive dying cells. It helps to boost immunity. Maybe somebody is treating chronic issues. I use those extreme cases because every other product falls between the middle of the number line of the extreme cases. So if you're not treating extreme cases, you're treating maybe some very lower distance, like maybe headache or stomach pain and stuff like that. So what the Prime Vitality does is that it helps to fight fatigue, It helps to sharpen focus. It helps to aid recovery by boosting immunity, I talked about earlier, and then to strengthen your immune system. So when it comes to fast recovery, it doesn't matter what the sickness is. It doesn't matter what you're treating. This is the ideal product that can be used. And the good news is that because these products are herbal remedy solutions, they are not chemical drugs and they are not supplements. Because I hear a lot of people say that's your supplement. No, this is not a supplement. A supplement is something you take to supplement the lack of maybe another kind of this thing, vitamins or minerals in your body. This is actually a herbal remedy product. So what it does is that it is either preventive or curative. So if I am not treating something, I can use it to prevent something. And that's what I was talking about earlier when I talked about a lot of people don't pay attention to their health. So if you're here, you're looking at a product that is all encompassing. Let me introduce you very quickly to the second product on our list, known as the Ultimate Shape capsule. This is more like the weight loss, okay? This is a product that contains Olistart. Now, Olistart is actually a component that helps to absorb fat from the body and also helps your body to eliminate excess fat naturally. So this product, what it does is that it supports weight loss, okay? It helps to burn cholesterol faster and to increase metabolic processes in your system, okay? It is very ideal for adults, especially people who want to shed weight, who want to lose weight. And again, this is also a herbal remedy solution, a blend of natural herbs and fruits put together to give you that one solution that you're looking for. And of course, the NutriBlend. Then the NutriBlend contains about 13 essential nutrients blended together that support over 300 different body functions that helps you to stay energized and healthy. This is actually ideal for an all-round family. Children can take it, adults can take it because it contains different essential minerals like vitamin B, folic acid, and other antioxidants that fight off the free radicals or the toxins in your system that no matter what happens, your system cannot just eliminate. And then it helps to support brain function, boost immunity. You want to look beautiful, your skin, your hair, your nails, your bone. And that's why it's even good for children, and it's ideal for students and professionals as well. There are people who work 24/7 but hardly have time for their health. You can recommend this particular product for them. Prevention, it would always be better than cure. But even if you're curing or you're treating something, we also have a product that can help you with that. And that is the NutriBlend. And of course, the Quantum Wellness Wristwatch. I talked about this the last time. And a lot of people, like I usually say, I was talking to somebody and he said, no, this thing doesn't work. I mean, it's not there. I asked him, I said, sir, can I ask you a question? He said, yes. I said, do you use data? He said, yes. I said, have you ever seen data? He said, no. I said, how do you use what you have never seen? He said, because I can use it. I said, good and fine. I said, sir, do you have a liver? He said, yes. I said, have you ever seen your liver? He said, no. I said, how are you sure you have one? He said, of course I have one. I'm a human being. I said, how about your kidney? He said, of course I have one. I said, good. The way you don't see your kidney, the way you don't see your liver, but you know it is there because you can feel it, you are sure it is there. That is how you don't see certain things that happen around you. Radioactive emissions, you don't see it. I told somebody, I say, energy can never be destroyed or created. Energy that the universe needs now is already in existence. Every form of energy. So energy is either transferred from one form to the other. And most times, when energy is dissipated from a channel, it is hanging, looking for how do I put it now? Looking for the mechanism that can convert it to another form of energy. Let me give an example. You're using your phone, all of a sudden your phone begins to get very hot. At that stage where the phone is heating up, it has now come to what we call maximum state use. And at that stage, it is emitting sporadic emissions that you cannot see with your physical eyes. Let me tell you where all of that energy goes to. It goes to your body. Your body now absorbs it, and in a bid for your body to interpret it or to convert it, because it doesn't know, it cannot interpret it, it begins to attack your system. It begins to attack your body. And that's why most times you just see a lot of people headache. I don't know where the headache is coming from. The headache is coming from the fact that your body absorbs things that it cannot produce. It cannot convert it to another form of energy. So that natural energy that has entered your body remains there. So it begins to attack your system, it begins to attack your cells, it begins to attack your nervous system, it begins to attack all of your body. And before you know what's happening, people begin to have chronic issues. What am I saying in essence? The quantum energy or the quantum wristwatch, what it does is that this thing that I just tried to explain right now, that you cannot see with your physical eyes, which is why a lot of people don't even appreciate products like this, is that it helps to dissipate, it helps to fight off, and it helps to repel all those emissions that the body should naturally be absorbing. That's what the quantum technology that it contains does. And apart from the fact that it fights antibodies and it fights all of those things surrounding you, but from your car, you switch in your car, you think the car that can work at that rate mechanically, it's not emitting things. Your phone, your laptop, your microwave, your refrigerator, your televisions, all of these things we're exposing ourselves to. Let me tell you that they are emitting things, and it's the body most times that becomes what? The depositing ground for it. And if it cannot convert it to another form of energy, it becomes a serious problem to our system. So the quantum energy, apart from the fact that it's a finesse product, it's a fashion-based product, it does the function of helping the body to fight fatigue, improve your daily energy, and of course, it's also shock resistance and water resistance, and then it gives you endurance, flexibility, and balance. So normally, people that are getting tired by maybe 11, 12 o'clock with the same rate of work that you are doing, you have conserved energy that can last you for a longer time because of these products that you have on you. Let me take us quickly to the next product known as the Vitality product for men. Now, this is a product, again, it's a pure herbal formula. It's actually both an aphrodisiac, and at the same time, it is a preventive and a curative problem as well, or product as well. Okay, people through different forms of sexual related issues, maybe low sperm count, weak erection, premature ejaculation. This is the ideal product for them. I was talking to somebody and he was asking me, he said, so this product now, if I take it, is it that my erection will be so strong and I'll be able to last longer on the woman? I said, sir, that's not the only problem now. It's not just about to last long. Lasting long is good, but beyond to be able to last long and perform effectively, it also goes into your system because it has the curative tendencies because of what it contains. So it will start looking for where there are loopholes. It will start looking for what are the causes. If it is low sperm count, if it's premature ejaculation, if it's weak erection. So it doesn't just temporarily gives you a solution, it also tries to permanently fix it. And that's what herbal solutions does. And that's what traditional Chinese medicine does. And that's what a lot of people don't know. So when people look at product like they say, no, is it Viagra? No, I can go and buy Viagra, is cheaper. Viagra is cheaper, but it's also going to take your life faster. Viagra is cheaper, but it's going to destroy your system faster. So why not stick to a product that you know that it can give you both temporary and permanent solutions? And that's what the Vitality capsule does. As I introduced to you, the Guardian Mineral Soft Capsule for nursing moms. Hardly would you even see products that are available for nursing mothers because of the sensitive nature. I mean, if you're talking to a pregnant woman, it is highly recommended medically that they don't just consume anything. But you see, this company has come up with an ideal product like the Guardian Mineral Soft Capsule that helps with women. Okay. Now, it contains calcium, it contains iron, it contains zinc, and especially formulated for pregnant and breastfeeding mothers to strengthen their bones and teeth, to boost blood and energy, to strengthen immunity and recovery, and also to help the babies grow stronger and faster. As I introduced to you, the food patch. Now, the food patch is a product that absorbs toxins from the system because almost all the organs of your body are connected to your food, right? So when you go to rest at night, most metabolic processes take place at night when people are resting, when people are sleeping. Okay, so and this is why even new cells are formulated during that state of rest, and old cells are dispelled during that state of rest where metabolic activities are happening within your system. So what the food patch does is that at that state of rest, it begins to absorb all those toxins, okay, all those moisture and impurities that your body is looking to eliminate. So, and then it reduces fatigue and the heaviness you feel, so that when you wake up lighter, you wake up refreshed in the morning. And then finally, the cell therapy device. Now, I also started explaining the concept of energy earlier on, and it's also applicable to this device. Now, what you're looking at is actually a standard ISE terahertz blower. You see, when you see a sick man or you see somebody that is having ailments, it's either at the root, at the bottom, there are two things. It doesn't matter the name that is given to the sickness. It's either the defenses, the cells, have been so attacked and bastardized that they have given up, or it is that thrombosis or free flow of blood within the body is not happening the way it should be happening normally. So these are essentially the roots, most cases. So what this device does is that by just using this device on your body, it goes to help to rejuvenate or to revive dying cells, and then to eliminate cells that are causing havoc in the system. And then it also helps to dissolve thrombosis such that the free flow of blood that can lead to cardiovascular issues, if not well treated, can be eliminated. So this means this device, first of all, it is solving problems from within before we can start talking about external things like arthritis, rheumatism, joint pains, muscle-related issues, pain in your back, physical ailments, as the case may be. And this product is ideal for offices, for homes, for families, and for individuals as well. The cell therapy device. So, ladies and gentlemen, these are the much products we have available. So we've done justice to that. We've run through the product. We've shown you the quality of our products here, what they can do essentially. And with that being said, we are going to move on to the next segment of the presentation. And hear me well. You see, I told us at the beginning of this session, maybe you were not here, so I'm going to repeat it again. My friend told me, he said, the world is cruel and wicked to old and poor people. That is why even politicians, when they want to do election, it is the villages they go to, that people that for 1 year they have not had rice. So the moment you give them, even if it's 1 cup of rice, you have buttered their bread. That is how bad the situation is. We are not praying that that should be the experience. I mean, it can never be the experience for us. But let me tell you something. When opportunities like this are shown, it's not even about you anymore. Sometimes it's about people. There are so many people that their destinies are tied to the decision you're making or not making, the actions you're taking or the inactions that you're engaged in. That means I'm doing a business like Pinnacle Life that has the potential to drive a particular lineage to financial freedom. I'm not going to sit on my hands. What do I need to do? I need to hit the road running heavily. So what this means is that, you see, numbers don't lie. 1 + 1 in Nigeria is 2. 1 + 1 in Ghana is 2. 1 + 1 in Cameroon is not 4. And 1 + 1 in Canada is not 6. So anywhere you go to, 1 + 1 is 1. So what this means is that there are certain principles that can never change. So if a business has potential, it doesn't matter the location, it doesn't matter the age, it doesn't matter anybody at all. Whether you are old, you are young, you are a first-class student, you are a third-class system, if you can apply the principles and the ethics of that business, you'll achieve the most that it has to offer. So there are 9 ways that this business has potentials to help us generate financial freedom or income or cash flow, as I like to put it. There are 9 ways, and we're going to look at those ways very shortly. And why this is important for me, I'm taking my time to say this because most times some people are here, but they are not seen. They have signed up, but they have not seen. They are here, but they cannot see the potential of the business. So when you are telling them about Pinnacle, they treat it like because they will even tell you that, no, I did something like this before. Yeah, no, we are the ones that brought this product in. Do you know this company in 2002? Now we bring them. We were the first people that signed up, but we cannot see the result in your life, sir. You have been here for 30 years. If you have truly been doing a business that has potentials to generate millions for 20, 30 years, let us see it. That's what we are saying. So we are now saying that you too, if you are going to be telling somebody that Pinnacle Life, was it not 2006, 26 they started? We were here. Go and ask. They know me now, but we cannot see the results. That cannot be your story. That means when you see the potential of this business, it can help you raise millions in a week. It can help you raise millions in a day. It can help you raise millions in a month. Then your story should be that 2 years from now, 1 year from now, you have maximized, you have squeezed out the maximum potentials of this business. There are 9 ways to make money from this business. And I introduced to you very quickly the first way, known as the referral bonus. This is pretty straightforward. Referral bonus just simply means you like what you see, you like what you're hearing, you like everything about the business, you identify 1 or 2 people that shares the same value with you, that are inside the same circle with you, people who need the product, people who need the money. Somebody's always calling you to say, please, can you loan me 30K? Can you loan me 20K? You have been borrowing this person money for the last 2 years. Now stop borrowing them money. Come and show them the business, let them come on board, because this is where you're also getting the money to borrow them. That's what we're saying. So if they decide to make a decision to sign up, then you earn because you are the one that directly connected them to the business. Are we getting what I'm saying now? So you earn 30% of the total PV for anybody that you personally or directly sponsor into the project. This is the first way, and it doesn't end here. Now, for this one, this is a one-off way that we make money. Remember that our business thrives on the wings of residual income. Residual income is the money that you begin to earn over time as a result of the effort that you have put in over time. So it pays you even more as the business grows and expands with or without your presence because of the foundation that you have built in the business. So this referral bonus is a one-time payment. But it gets more interesting. Now, the second way is the upgrade bonus. Now, the upgrade bonus, the company says, okay, somebody doesn't have money to start with the high package now. They start with the lesser package and they decide to upgrade to a better package some other time. That difference of that upgrade, you still get to enjoy 30% of it. I mean, which is still very, very good. But it doesn't end here. It brings us to, this is where residual income begins to make sense. And this is why I tell people, your eyes should now be open to begin to see potential. Everywhere you see people thronging towards his potential. If they say now is employing people, people will start applying because of the potentials of the salary, because that salary can do a lot. But if they say one other school that is paying 30,000 employed, people will not go there because the potential is very small. It cannot do anything for them. So the potential of this business, this is where you begin to see it, because the bigger your package that you start with, you're earning. The pairing bonus or the matching bonus or the binary bonus, because our system is designed on binary, is paid based on the package you started with. And this is where it gets very important. It's like 5 people that want to get water and they are going to the river to fetch. One person goes with a cup, another person goes with a jug, another person goes with a bucket, the other person goes with a GP tank, and the other person connects a pipe directly from the river to his house. So the first package, known as a pair, pays you 8% when it matches out the lesser PV. But the maximum that it can pay in a day is 70,000 naira. The crystal matches out 11%, which is the second package, but it can only generate 100,000 in a day, total match out. You can now begin to see potentials that we're talking about. The ruby matches out 13% on binary on the lesser leg, but the ruby generates about 400,000 naira in a day, maximum capacity. The sapphire, which is the second highest package, matches out 14% on binary on the lesser leg, and it has a maximum capacity of 700,000 in a day. That means you have a business that this is just one of the ways that it makes money. You can earn about 700,000 in a day, maximum cap. But it gets more interesting. The diamond, which is the highest package, matches out 16%, but it has a capacity of 1 million naira in a day. 1 day. That means in a month, that's about 30 million naira. That means in a year, you're looking about 360 million naira. Now, I want you to multiply these potentials weekly, multiply them monthly, and then multiply them yearly. Even if it's the least package that you bought with, you have a business that can pay you 70,000 in a day. Do you know that 70,000 in a day multiplied by 5 is how much? 70 times 5 is about 350,000 in a week. 350,000 in a week is about how much in a month? Multiply that by 4. Now you can now see the potential of the business. And this is just from the pairing bonus alone. We'll not even talk about the other ways you can make money, which brings us to the retail bonus. Now, the retail bonus, the company says we have what we call distributor price and retail price. This means we are giving you this product at this amount of money, and we are suggesting that you sell it at this amount in the market with a difference of 25% markup. That's what it means, essentially. So this is the retail bonus. So for people who have systems and structures that can help them move products very well, this is where they can maximize, income from this particular system. But it doesn't end here. Then we have what we call the repurchase benefit. Now, what is the repurchase benefit? The repurchase benefit, the company says, look, we understand that because this is a product-based business and some of you are going to be moving out products in volume, we don't want you to be touching your bonuses. We don't want you to be touching your bank account. We don't even want you to be borrowing money from the bank to move out product. So we introduce what we call the 80% cashback. This means for every product you directly or personally repurchase or you buy from the company will give you back 80% of the PV of that product, which you can access as cash in your system to get products for free. Let me break this down in simple terms. You buy a wristwatch. The wristwatch is 50 PV. You buy it for 145,000. The company gives you 80% of 50 PV. 80% of 50p is about 56,000 naira. So for buying one wristwatch, you will see 56,000 naira given to you in your back office for free. You can use that money to buy any products of your choice. That is what the repurchase benefit means. This means as your business grows, you come to the point whereby there is money everywhere in your system that you can use for more products. You don't even have to touch your bonus. You don't have to borrow money from anywhere or source for money from any of your accounts. That's the repurchase benefit. And of course, the rank achievement. We've done businesses in the past whereby as your rank advance, there's nothing to take home. But Pinnacle Life says, no, that's not going to be the case here. So there are 8 leadership ranks here. So as your business grows, as more lives are transformed, as more people are earning under your network or under your team, you are advancing in ranking. And as you advance in rank, each of the rank comes with commensurate rewards that you get. Let's look at them very quickly. Now, the first rank, known as the success rank, what you earn or what you achieve, you get a total of 400,000 or a brand new phone plus a power bank. What do you need to hit this rank? 3,000 PV on your weaker leg. The second rank, known as the manager rank, what is the requirement? 8,000 PV on your lesser leg. And you get a brand new laptop or 850,000 cash, whichever one works for you. Then the third rank, which is the senior manager, the requirement is 20,000 PV on your lesser leg. You get 1.5 million naira cash or a brand new 75-inch smart TV or a solar panel for your home for this rank advancement. Now remember that all these PVs, all these points are accumulative. The same point that gives you a success rank is the same point that you build upon that gives you this. The 3,000 point is not eradicated or wiped or cancelled and you start building again to generate another 8,000. No, it's that the 3,000 point grows and you add to it and you add to that one to give you a rank. You add to this one to give you the next rank of a director, which is what? 5 million naira or an all expense paid trip to Paris and a 50,000 PV on your lesser leg. And then you move to the next rank of a senior director, which is 7 million naira or a small mini car from Pinnacle Life. Now remember that the same PV that gives you this rank is the same PV that is paying you all the other bonuses that I've shown you. It's paying you the sponsor bonus. It's paying you the matching bonus. It's paying you the retail bonus. It's paying you all this other bonus. It's the same PV that will still rank you in this business. And then the ambassador rank, what is the requirement? 226,000 PV or 8.5 million naira worth car. And it doesn't stop there. We move to the national ambassador. 550,000 on your lesser leg, and it's a 12 million naira car support fund or SUV car, as you can see there. And it doesn't end there. You move to the global ambassador rank. Now, the requirement is that you must have 2 national ambassadors on both legs of your tree. And what is the requirement or what is the benefit? A 50 million naira house support fund or a bungalow, a 3-bedroom bungalow. The company is going to build that for you. Or if you want the money, we'll give it to you. And finally, the highest rank in the business, the Pinnacle Ambassador, 100 million or a duplex fund. You need to have 2 global ambassadors in your business. My father works with the government. He's late now, God rest his soul. My father was a civil servant, and I know my dad was a hardworking man, at least growing up. But you see, my father, after retiring, or he passed on actively in duty, so he didn't retire essentially. But as I'm speaking to you till today, all the years that this man put in government, till tomorrow, his gratuity has not been released. And you see a lot of people that have spent 35 years in civil service, they have been this one director, they have been that one, and they, after retirement, they cannot even boast of 500,000 as pension after 30-something years. And you are talking to somebody, you are telling them, like, look, you're going to be making money as you are building this business. But what if it takes you 5 years to get to a rank where you're going to get 20 million naira? What if it takes you even 6 years to get to the highest rank in this business? What if it takes you even 7 to 10 years to get to the highest rank? You'll know that you are building this business, you are working towards 100 million somewhere. That's going to be like a retirement fund. It might look like it's not big money, but wait, let 100 million enter your account first. You'll know that it's big money. That's what we're talking about here. You're building for the future, but you are surviving for today. And that's why we say this business model is designed. It's one of the models that has raised the highest number of millionaires in the world. But you see, even this income that I've shown is not the last of this company. We have what we call the team sales bonus. Now, the team sales bonus is the income you generate as a result of the volume of products that are either bought, consumed, or purchased in your network or in your team. So I started Pinnacle Live today, and I connected Mr. Musa in Kano. Mr. Musa is a vibrant, strong man who is pushing this business in Kano. He has brought about 100 people in Kano. I don't even know 90% of those 100 people from anywhere. But as long as they are in my sponsor network, every product they buy in Kano, I'm entitled to money, up to 10 generations deep. Tell me which model has a sustainable residual income benefit like what you're looking at on your screen right now. That you have a team of 500 people, you don't even know 95% of them from anywhere. They are successfully making their money. Nothing is affecting their income, but even you too, you're making more money, and you're making a lot of money as well because of the model. Now, the team sales bonus pays up to 10 generations. First generation pays you 15%. That's the highest I've ever seen. I don't think I've ever seen any company that pays 15% on team sales bonus or Unilever bonus on first generation. I stand to be correct. If you have seen one, good and fine. And then it grows up to 10 generations. That's the beauty of this business. From products that are used, products that are consumed. And it doesn't end there. Then we have the leadership bonus again. This is another way you make money again. Ladies and gentlemen, this one, the company says, as people are making money and they are matching out their income every week, every month, as long as they're in your sponsor network, you are entitled to 5% of that. Now, the company is not taking 5% from their income and giving to you. The company is saying 5% of what they are earning. So, for example, if somebody in my first generation is earning 100,000 as his matching bonus in a week, 5% of 100,000 is what will be given to me. He will still get his 100,000 naira. That's what the model is saying. Now, imagine that I'm earning this up to 10 generations every week, every month from the system. Ladies and gentlemen, oh, it doesn't end there. The company says, and I'm going to introduce you to the next one, which is the promos that we have going on. But we also have the stockist option. Now, what is the stockist option? Now, a stockist is somebody that is a representative of the company in any location as a product collection or product distribution center, right? So the minimum requirement is that number one is that you must repurchase products worth 3,000 PV as a stockist, and you must have a Sapphire package, which is the second to the highest package. And what are your benefits as a stockist? Number one is that you're going to get back 80% of the total PV. Now, if it is 3,000 PV, that what of product that have you reordered as a stockist, you're going to be getting about 3.1 million naira given to you as cashback, okay, which you can use to get more products for free. But that's not even all. And the company says every month, as part of your benefits as well, the total volume of products that you release to distributors or to partners, if it is below 2,000, you earn 5%. If it is between 2,000 to 3,000 PV, you earn 7%. And if the total PV is above 3,000, you earn 10%. Okay, now, that's not still all. We have what we call the promo going on right now. Now, this is a 3-month promo. Now, the PV that will qualify you for this promo is the same PV that has paid you everything that I've explained earlier in the business. If you want to go clap, please go to the comment section and clap. If you want to clap, please go to the comment section and clap. Because I know what I'm saying here tonight. Now, what is the trip promo? The trip promo says, what do you need? 5,500 PV on your lesser leg within the duration of 90 days, 3 months. And then you qualify for an all expense paid vacation. The company handles your flight, the company handles your feeding, the company handles your visa, the company handles your accommodation. Your own is to just get your bag for 1 week to go enjoy an all expense paid vacation in China. And this promo cannot be monetized. So it means you cannot convert the equivalent of its value to money. You must travel for this promo. If you don't have anybody to travel with you, good and fine. Look for somebody who's going to travel if you don't want to travel, but you cannot monetize it. Now, the second again is the car promo within a duration of 1 year. Now, remember that ranking that we talked about. That's a different one. Though. The ranking is a different one. This one is a different one. But it's the same PV. The company says within a duration of 12 months, what you need to do is generate a total of 25,000 PV on your lesser leg, and then you get a 12 million naira car support fund during this duration of the promo. And it's a 1-year promo that started on the 1st of March, and it's going to run till February 28th next year. Ladies and gentlemen, as I close this session, I was having a conversation with somebody recently, and the man made a statement that shook me to my bones. He said, and I quote, he said, I will not work for my children to come and enjoy. Let them come and work and make their money. I looked at him and said, sir, you are wicked. He said, what? He said, what? I said, you are very wicked. He said, what do you mean? I said, you are selfish and wicked. So you are telling me that the reason you don't want to make money is because you don't want to leave an inheritance for your children. Even when scripture says that a good man leaves inheritance for his children and his children's children, the reason you don't want to make money is because you don't want your children to enjoy it. That's the highest level of wickedness that I've ever seen. When people are striving, when people are pushing, when people are working hard so that their children can attend the best schools, can get the best quality of life that money can ever buy. So that's why you're not even looking at opportunities that can make you rich. And that's why your life is the way it is, because there's a mindset that you're operating with. And that mindset must be broken. I told him, I said, no, you cannot be thinking like this. You cannot be thinking like this. You have to come out of this cocoon, this shell, this thing that is keeping you down. When I was done talking to this man, the following day he called me. That's what has happened to a lot of people out there. Some of you have people around you that they blocking this thing is their mindset. You are telling them about Pinnacle Life. They are telling you, no, is it not bring one, bring two, because their uncle didn't succeed in the business. But their uncle didn't meet the requirement for success in the business. Because 1 + 1 is 2. You must bring one and bring one to get 2. So if you must succeed in this business, there are principles, there are models, there are processes that must be applied. And that's what we're telling you, that look, if you're here and you've not yet made the decision to join this business, this is the best time to jump on this moving train, because it's not stopping, it's moving. There's a destination we're headed. And if you're here, you've already in this project, I am telling you, go back and look at the compensation plan again. Let the eyes of your heart be open and begin to calculate. And how much do you want to earn in 6 months, in 1 year, in 2 years from this business project? When people are squeezing out money from the business, what is going to be your story? What is going to be your experience? Ladies and gentlemen, the products are available, instant income.
Of me. And our next Saturday was the 7th April.
Sorry. And this is where we wrap up this session. No flushing of points, no wiping of points. Weekly trainings, weekly income, monthly income, strong marketing support, strong leadership. We are here for people. We are growing together. We're winning together. And Pinnacle is not just a business. It is a lifestyle that is here to promote health, healthy living, and a happy life. Thank you for being a part of this business presentation. We'll be available to take your questions right now. Get back to the person that connected you to this Zoom call, and we'll take whatever concerns that you may be having as we wrap up this presentation. Over to you, our host, as we take questions right now. We'll be on standby.